Welcome to the Cybersecurity Inside Podcast. I'm your host, Tom Garrison, and with me as always is my co-host, Camille Morehart. And today we have our guest, Gabe Frost from Microsoft. Specifically, what we're talking about is the state of the art with regards to updating platforms, which sounds maybe kind of interesting, maybe kind of boring, but really what we get into is how difficult of a challenge this really is for IT professionals around the world. And so, Gabe, can you tell us where are we at today within the industry in terms of state of the art, and then how is this evolving as we move forward?
A lot of our customers right now, as we've gone through this massive shift to thinking about business continuity and remote work, are starting to think about how do they start to shift some of the critical tasks off from on-premise servers to taking advantage of more of the cloud. And so a lot of what it is that we've been working through at Microsoft is providing a smoother on-ramp for customers to reason through what it is that they can do on premises and what are the new advantages that they get from adopting cloud technologies. And so the state, as we evolve that state of the art, we have to reason through making sure that we continue to provide our customers with full control over any content that would flow down to their devices and building their confidence that they are in control and they get to really say the what, the when, and the how. And that how question and the what question are ones that we've been innovating on more. In terms of the what, it's what content do I have control of? Historically, they've been able to leverage services like Windows Update for Business to do feature update deployments, like new versions of Windows, as well as Patch Tuesday when that goes out. So we've been doing a lot of work to expand on that. Like drivers and firmware are a key thing that has been a missing gap for a long time, where customers have full control over all of the security and innovations that are coming to Windows PCs from the chip all the way up to the desktop and even the browser. And so providing way more control over what content flows and enabling better parameterization of how it goes down beyond just, hey, I want you to start on this date. And let me expand on that a little bit. This is where we get into some of the really innovative things that we've been thinking about, which is we deploy Windows to over 1 billion devices worldwide. And so we're kind of like the IT for consumers and deciding what updates should go out, how should they go out, how should they get deployed across those ecosystems. So we've had to develop a great deal of technology to figure out the likelihood that an update is going to succeed on a device in the face of a huge ecosystem of hardware and software. So we reason through all of the hardware and software combinations to try to turn unknowns into knowns so that we can minimize risk and gradually stage updates over that population while identifying issues and fixing them and then unblocking and continuing with those rollouts. So there's this sort of cycle of learning, staging updates, and having them deploy. And we're bringing those to our enterprise and commercial customers through gradual rollouts, things that we just are starting to release as a service and also making available through popular tools like Intune. And so it's been really great to look at how do we help customers minimize their exposure to risk as they start to deploy updates to keep those devices patched and secure. And so this is a huge area of innovation, like staging updates, using machine learning and AI, making that available for customers so that they can deploy updates safely, securely, and learn as much as possible and not having to reason through what devices should get patched and when. How do we help give them the tools in order to do that in a systematic, safe, and secure way?
Join Tom and me on the full podcast, wherever you get your podcast, as we ask Gabe the sticky questions when you're trying to figure out how to patch when and what.